Hi, I'm Andrea Doyle. I'm the owner of Doyle Solutions. I'm a workplace mediator and a conflict manager, author and presenter. And in this post, I wanted to let you know about 2 signs that you can check to see if you are managing workplace conflict well. Okay, so let's get started. So when we started our business, we did so because we loved the thing that we do. So for me, it was managing conflict in the workplace and anything around human resources and people in the workplace. But as our business changes and we need to bring in staff, for some people that brings a challenge with it. And one of those challenges is around how to manage conflict at work. If this is a new skill area that you've been developing over time, it's important that you just take a moment to check, well, how are you going with this skill? Are you developing in this area? And if so, how well? And here's the first sign that your employees are managing conflict well. And you are too. Your employees are attacking the problem and not the person, not attacking each other. If you've previously experienced situations where employees would spend more time attacking each other than they did attacking the problem, then you know how much time can be wasted in this area. One example I remember is when Ida would complain incessantly about Matt's inability to complete tasks on time, and it threw her schedule out. And she told everyone. And this negative talk had an impact on Matt's reputation. Mind you, the work that Matt delivered was always at a high standard. But what Ida and others didn't consider is that some people like to complete tasks ahead of time and others need a deadline. No, they're not being lazy. It's just a different way of working. So once Ida realised this, she changed how she spoke with Matt and the deadlines she gave him. So she set earlier deadlines for Matt. He didn't know, it was maybe 12 hours or 24 hours ahead of time, which allowed her, Ida, to then complete her own work in a time that wasn't rushed. If you have previously come across employees who were too busy attacking each other to even remember what the problem was, but you now have employees who are attacking the problem, then you should take a bow and congratulations, because that is one of the signs that you are managing workplace conflict well. Now, the second sign that I want to let you know about is if are your employees talking about the why or the what? So I see a lot of conflict that can't be resolved because people are too busy talking about what they want. But when I step in and help them and ask them to talk about why they want something, things just magically seem to appear. But it's not magic. So there's a story about the twins who are fighting over an orange in the kitchen. And their parent walks in, is tired of the bickering, walks through, picks up the orange, cuts it in half and provides each twin with half an orange. Walks away. Now, when the parent comes back in a few minutes later, there's still a bit of sulking going on between the twins. And the parent asks, well, why? You've both got what you wanted. But what the parent should have asked was, why do you want the orange? Because when asked, Libby wanted the orange so she could juice it to drink. Daryl wanted the orange so he could grate the zest so he could use that in cooking. So even though it looks like they both got half the orange, which is what was happening, they didn't get what they were after. If the question why is being asked when there are 2 people who are disagreeing, then that is the way in which a conflict can be addressed. People that get stuck in what they want, but why do they want it? And that is where the magic happens. That is how conflict starts to be able to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you've got employees who are now asking why instead of what, then you can congratulate yourself because that is another step in the right direction to manage workplace conflict well. Now, there are other signs as well, but it's important that you just take a moment to reflect on these 2 to see how you're working in this area. And take an acknowledgement and congratulate yourself if you've been making improvements. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Andrea Doyle, Workplace Mediator, Conflict Manager. Bye for now.